This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Yep, it's 7-11. I'm late. I'm going to get it out the way, okay? The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Ha!
Sorry about that. Hello, everyone.
I'm the one that should be apologizing.
No, I came on coughing.
And I came on late.
You did.
I did a Gina.
Oh.
What's up?
Throw her under the bus. How you doing today? Everything okay?
Everything's okay. So, and I'm not gonna lie, we transparent here on Dope Living TV Live. We gotta do it. I was knocked the hell out.
I told Jeff that you would probably sleep.
Yeah, I was knocked the hell out, but that's okay. We're good.
Yep, now.
Today is the Relationship Roundtable again. On Monday, we got this Relationship Roundtable. We got questions we want to ask you guys. We got a couple of videos we want to show you, and we'll do our thing, all right? Most definitely. It is Monday. Hey, man, look, we got D Starks chilling with us.
Hello, D Starks.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Okay, y'all gonna double team me today.
We're gonna double team. Hell yeah.
I can hold it down. It's all right.
It's all good, man. But welcome, man. D, tell them about yourself real quick.
Hey, man, I'm D Starks, man. I'm originally born and raised in Albany, Georgia. Live here now in Cincinnati, Ohio. About 2 years ago, we started a podcast called The D Start Show, and we've been going strong. We invited Greg on our show last week. Had a great show. Got a lot of views from it. A lot of our listeners loved it. So, man, and we here, man. I got a great team, man. Actually, man, our team is we family, man. We all didn't get to know one another. Kind of like came between me and Jordan. Me and Jordan started out friends. We met Kevin, and then met Kiana and Nikiva, and we all came together, man, to make the D Start Show.
Man, and they coming up on their anniversary too.
Yeah, the 100 episodes, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
100 episodes. A lot of people don't last that long.
Sure doesn't.
Hey, I promise, people that started before us, man, and we have bypassed them, man. Just being consistent, and giving content that people want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So. Well, we're glad to be a part of y'all show tonight, though.
Oh man, definitely. I was on, like
glad
I said,
to have you on.
I was on with them last week. Great show, man. I kept trying to divert the attention towards me. They kept bringing it back, but it was good.
That's
it was a lot of me, Marcy. I don't like talking about myself.
You don't?
I don't. I don't. Come on. I'll say what I got to say, then it's done, okay? But, the thing is, it was a good conversation. It's a good podcast, man. You guys check out D Starks, and y'all support the show. Make sure y'all support it, all right? I mean, they did a relationship kind of question, and they did some question and answers about just life, things that's going on here, right? Real good, man. So, y'all go check them out, okay? They're on Spotify. Y'all check them out. I'm trying to get them to do, some visuals, go live, do some stuff, right?
I think that's our next move, man. That's our next move.
Gotta be, man. We have fun doing it. We have a lot of fun, most definitely. But let's get the fun started. Let's get it going.
Let's go.
And all of these questions, by the way, if y'all don't like them,
Oh well.
Y'all don't like them? Marcella's fault. Marcella's fault. Man, I didn't even mean to wear this. I popped up. I don't even know what made me wake up either, man. You know, I just popped up and I was like, wow. Oh, I think because it was a bunch of dings going off. Ding, 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 ding. Everybody trying to say, where the hell are you at, Greg? I'm cool. So Marcella, and I got a couple of videos I wanted to show too. I wanted to ask though, what is your love language? People talk about this love language stuff. All right. What is your love language? Go ahead, Marcy.
Oh, you talking to me? I prefer quality time.
Quality time.
Yes, spending time together, not just being in the same household, but doing things together, whether it's something extravagant or just taking a walk, going to a museum, or doing a weekend trip or something like that. I like quality time, spending time with my significant other.
Yeah, I think that's big, Greg, because a lot of us guys, man, we get in a relationship, get the girl, and we forget about how we got them, and we just lay around, watch TV in a different room, or that quality time is a big thing. I like that. So,
I for me, just as a man, I just want to be appreciated. You know what I'm saying? You appreciate, especially when I've done something that's out of the ordinary, something that you don't expect. You know, appreciate the fact that, hey, I thought about you. Appreciate the fact that, hey, could have been doing anything else in this world, but I thought about you. Appreciate me, and you're gonna get appreciated back. And once that's said and done, we giving each other that love language. It's gonna be amazing, man. You'd be surprised at how many people don't agree with each other. You know what I mean? They don't show each other how special they are to each other.
Your love language is pretty much words of affirmation, and that's part of it. Encouragement, support, and like you said, just appreciation and showing appreciation for what how you are and how you treat them.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say words all the time. It's actions.
It's not necessarily just words, but that is part of affirmation, showing that I appreciate you and showing and it doesn't have to be a gift, right? Because that's another one, but and that goes back to quality time, and like you said, just showing appreciation, in different ways. Because the 5 love languages are the words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, gifts, and then physical touch. And I'm big on the physical touch as well. I like cuddling and holding hands and things of that nature too.
Cuddling. That just sounds so soft, man. Sounds so soft. All right, what's up, Jordan Reeves? He's another part of the D Stark Show. What's going on, Jordan?
Hi, Jordan. How are you?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, we chill.
So I was.
I don't mean to cut you off. Jordan is a major part of the D Stark Show. He's our manager. He actually makes sure everything stay in line. Our finances whole 9. So I appreciate Jordan a whole lot, man. If this show wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't from Jordan.
Absolutely, man. I met this guy, man. We just had a conversation, and we family now. All of us family now. hey, Jordan, we was talking about the love languages. And what is your definition of love language?
Man, it's interesting that we started there because I was listening to her. Sam, can you repeat those? Marcella, is it right? Marcella, can you repeat the 5 love languages?
Yes. Words of affirmation, meaning verbal affirmation of affection, frequent compliments, I love yous, things of that, texting, social media, or quality time, spending, just quality time doing things together. Acts of service, when it's when you're going out of your way to make life easier for your significant other. It could be something like, they had a hard time day at work or something like that, and they they have to go to the cleaners or pick up something from the grocery store, and you're like, hey babe, I got that for you. Or gifts, not necessarily monetary, but it's the thought behind it, something that is really thoughtful, that they would really like. Or physical touch, not necessarily sex, kissing, holding hands. Stop it, Greg. Cuddling, or something, Because like something that I like to do is just, rub my guy's back, or just, if we're just standing there, my hand might be on his back or something like that. But it doesn't have to be sex.
Yes, it does.
I got you. Man, my definition of a love language, I guess if it falls in those categories, I think I'm better at like acts of service, gifts, and physical touch. I can't remember what the other ones you said it was.
Words of affirmation.
But I'm bad with time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would say words of affirmation. I'm probably decent with the words of affirmation, but quality time, I know I'm not necessarily the best at that.
Mm.
And the touch is important.
Yeah, exactly.
Touch me in the morning, then just walk away. I'm just saying, gotta touch me sometime.
You know what? I think it's another love language for like in a relationship dynamic that people probably ignore. Like acts of service to me is just like general protection. Being able to just put my woman in a safe space where she don't really have to worry about too much, because the only way she can make my life easier is if I make her life easier.
That's very important too, because and I always said this. I've said this a long time, right? If you can't soothe that woman's soul, as far as women go, from a man's point, you can't soothe that woman's soul, then it's always going to be a problem. That woman needs to know that she can be, taken care of. And taken care of don't mean, I'm gonna buy you this, I'm gonna buy you that. Taking care of means that the respect that she feels that she's getting from you, all of that.
And protection, and to know that we feel that we are protected. I remember years ago dating a guy, and we were walking through the west side of Chicago, and there was a group of guys ahead, and I noticed his body language, and I was like, "Oh heck no," because I was like, "Oh, I might have to fight."
Yeah,
for me and for him, kind of like, because it was that was my like.
Yeah, and it's funny.
And I was like, okay, this can't work here. And it was like, just to know you're out with your guy, and it's like, if something jumps off, you're good. You're good, or he's gonna try, or I don't have to worry about anything. I can go anywhere with him, and that to me, that's sexy.
And I mentioned that because that's one of those that to me, that's kind of outside of a love language, but it's a part of it as well that I would say women benefit way more than men, because if you can't even protect a woman bare minimum, then it's going to be very difficult for you to cultivate a relationship.
That's right.
It's not gonna happen.
I agree totally. Mina says most self appreciation is one of the love languages. Dan Sisma says don't take advantage of. Do what you need to do without being told to do it. She also says, Mina says she's big on respect.
Oh yeah.
Catherine says she loves a back rub.
Hear that, Dan?
All of that. Hey, let's go to the next question. All right. So everybody that's in a relationship, we're probably married, relationship, whatever, okay? But I know sometimes we get into this thought process, especially when she pisses me off. You think about if there was somebody else back in the day that you had this free pass to get to, that you could just get back with this person. I'm not naming that. We don't want to name names, but would you do that? Would you, if you had a free pass to go back to somebody from the person that you with now, would you do it?
No,
I ain't going backwards, man. I left that person.
That's my exact words.
Yeah, you left that person for a reason, man. And I've been with my girl 13 years, man. Sometimes she get on my nerves, sometimes I may get on her, but that's my best friend. And she ever, I don't think I would never think about going backwards just to be with somebody else. Be happy for 5-10 minutes. I can't do it.
Jordan, come on. What do you say?
I think that moving backwards, you're still gonna have a certain degree of problems that you would have in whatever relationship that you in. Like nothing's gonna be perfect. Yeah. So ain't nothing worth not being perfect for me to go jump into this, and it's not perfect either.
Okay.
So just working backwards. 9 times out of 10, and the 3 dudes that's on this call, we just want to go back and clap anyway. We're not even trying to go back to start nothing serious. I would say a majority of the time, not to be, obscene about it, but for majority of the time, that's what we going back to do. But even then, it's certain things that me right now in this space, I wouldn't give up to go back to even try to start working something else out with someone else.
I hear you. Marcella, what about you?
I don't believe in going backwards. Okay. I'm friends with, some of the guys I've dated, my ex-husband and my son's dad, but no.
Okay.
We're more like brothers and sisters now.
We got to stay honest on this show, all right? There's one person I would go back to, and most of my cast members know who it is. It's Danita Bohannon. She got she got my daddy's tape recorder from a long time ago. She took it. I want it back. If I had a chance to go back, I'd go back there. I would snap the tape recorder, then I come back to the present.
You guys do know he has a few issues, right?
I'm just saying. No, they don't know my story, okay? Real quick. I was in junior high school. This lady right here, Danita Bohannon, she
I'm gonna find that woman and bring her on.
She came
bring her on.
Transferred to the school, right? She was, most beautiful girl in school. She just transferred to the school. And, I was a player back in the day. I thought, so we was going to the Museum of Science and Industry. I'm from Gary, y'all, just so you know. And we had that bus. You know how you used to have them bus trips from school?
High school, Navy Pier and everything.
Yes, sir. There you go. So, long story short, I knew that she liked Chaka Khan and Rufus, right? She liked that song, Sweet Thing or something like that. So I had this all prepared, all right, but I didn't have a tape recorder, so I took my dad's. Man. Back in the day, you press the button and bam. So, all right, anyway, we took it. We went there. I'm in heaven, man, because I got Danita Bohannon #1 on my side, and we playing Sweet Thing on the music, and that was good. So,
sick puppy.
We came home. She said, "Well, can I look at it? Can I listen to it, and I bring it back to you?" Man, that girl family transferred the next day. Man, I ain't never seen my tape again.
And he still talks about it.
My ass beat. So all I'm saying is this. Later. All I'm saying is this. She grown now. Danita Bohannon, look, that's how she look now, y'all. Give me my daddy's tape recorder, girl. You a boy.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying. That's crazy.
Hey, yeah, you definitely got to get it back now because you done already caught a beating for it.
Man. And now, my father's gone, rest in peace, father, okay, but at some point in this lifetime, before I go, I'm gonna get your tape recorder back. And she better have a tape in there.
She probably burned it. She probably burned it.
I need that. Man, we doing Relationship Roundtable on DopelivenTV Live tonight. All right, we're having a good time. We got special guest man from the D Stark Show, Jordan Reeves and Mr. D Starks himself. All right, hanging out with us. Answering some questions. All right, so let's see. Here we go. Do you think that those in significant relationships should have regular check-in conversations, monthly, quarterly, to discuss about what's working, what's not working, how to continue moving forward in the relationship? Marcy, let me start with you.
Yeah, I like that idea. People change. And just to kind of know, if there's something, so nothing crazy comes up later. Mm-hmm. Nothing is festering or something. If you think there's an issue or something like that, instead of holding it in, I think you should communicate with your significant other. And just let them know, hey, I like this in our relationship. There's something bothering me, or that there's something might be bothering me, and we need to talk about it. You need to always keep those lines of communication open.
But let me ask you, I mean, and I'm gonna let the gentleman answer as well, but shouldn't you already know? You know what I mean? I mean,
you know some things, but all things you don't know, because unless you're a psychic, a prophet, or something of that nature, you don't necessarily know. You know, it's just nice to keep the lines of communication open. Hey, babe, hey, let's try something new, or this really is not kind of working for me. And that way, that's a safe space versus it get to a point where then you want to kind of, you might argue about it.
In the question, you're saying monthly, quarterly. Okay, isn't that a daily conversation?
Not necessarily.
You're gonna let it sit on you until a month?
No, not necessarily. Sometimes if there's something, you might want to bring it up then, but it's just nice to get together and just say, hey, I like this part of our relationship. I think maybe we need to work on this. And when I say quarterly, monthly, or something like that, just make sure that you guys are always on the same page.
Okay, Jordan, what you say?
It doesn't have to be scheduled.
I was thinking about what you said, and then it kind of dawned on me too. Like, if we only doing it ever so often, I wouldn't want that person to wait to feel like that they had to talk to me, especially if it was like routine. And what I do, me personally, relationships not easy, so it's always gonna be something. No matter what, it's always gonna be something that's gonna rub you the wrong way sometimes. And that's just human nature, not even just being in a relationship with somebody. I give myself a day. If I'm agitated about something, and let's say I bring it up, but I don't want to stir up too much right now, because let's say we got somewhere to go or somewhere to be or something like that. If I'm still agitated after 24 hours after sleeping, after getting back up, if I'm still agitated the next day, then I gotta say something about it right then and there. Like, yo, this is a problem for me. I can't, put up with this, or I can't deal with this, blah blah. And that's like the same thing that I try to make sure is expressed in my household, to say, yo, if it's serious, if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Versus that just, oh, she was taking too long getting dressed, so now I'm agitated. Fellas. How it's how it goes. It's just kind of one of those things you just brush off to the side. But if it's something that actually needs to be addressed, give yourself 24 hours. At least that's what works for me. If I'm still angry after 24 hours, it got to be serious. Because most people wake up. Who wakes up mad in the morning?
I could tell you somebody.
You should get it together.
But that's what I'm saying. If you wake up mad in the morning, then it's something you got to address, because that's not even supposed to. You just went to sleep and got up and you still angry.
What's that about, right?
Yeah,
that's craziness.
Exactly.
But there are some time where there's something urgent where you do have to speak on, like that. Because I try not to go to sleep angry.
Yeah, that's all good.
Do you? D, what you say, man?
I think conversation need to be done as needed. Like Jordan was saying, if something arises, we need to address the issue, because communication is a big thing in a relationship. And if you don't communicate, that's when you end up getting divorces and separation and all this stuff here. Because if I knew 30 days ago that you didn't like I was doing something, I could have corrected that behavior. And then we probably wouldn't be in the courts now getting divorced, you know what I'm saying? But that's the biggest thing in a lot of relationships. People don't communicate.
Okay. All right. I get that. I don't have a comment for that. All right.
Greg, give your answer.
I don't have I don't have one. Look. Anyway, let's go. Let's move on.
Hey, but to play devil's advocate though.
Let's go.
When you don't address things very quickly, it's difficult for men to understand what women want, because sometimes women don't directly communicate, but at the same time, it's in a woman's nature to not be as naggy or as forthcoming, or as approaching to her partner a lot of the time. So that's interesting to think about. from a woman's standpoint, if you didn't want to bother your husband, or just something little that bothered you and you didn't want to say something about it, and now it builds up and builds up and builds up, it made me think like, okay, that could be like one of those quarterly check-ins or monthly check-ins. Like, yo, I've been pissed off about this since the beginning of the month, and now I'm just bringing it to you because it's bothering you.
But
Then it's based on how you. My bad.
Go ahead.
Then it's based on
D.
how you react. It's based on how you react too. Because if I tell you something and you blow off, now when I got an issue, I'm like, do I really want to tell you? You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
It's based on your reaction also too. So a lot of people in relationship got to be open when your mate comes to you and tell you something. The communication piece once again.
And then sometimes it's not something that's that serious, and you might think that.
But it may be serious to you.
Wait a minute. I mean, well, if I'm the one that's upset or kind of upset, you do something and I'm like, let me just kind of see, and see if it's going to happen again or something like that. And then say, so not necessarily, like I said, scheduling, but just checking in with each other to make sure, hey, we cool, is there anything, like that. But if it's something urgent, oh, definitely. I know I'm vocal.
And that's why I say
it's the tone that you have when you approach them as well, because that has a lot to do with it. Yep. That has a lot to do with your tone. Because I'm quick. Catch your tone.
Hey, and you know what? I say 24 hours because 24 hours is a legitimate amount of time for somebody to come and apologize if they feel like they wronged you.
Okay.
Yeah, because some people.
But we don't give people the time to apologize sometimes too, because sometimes people know they dead ass wrong, and they'll come to their senses later. But if you just pop off on them right then and there, it's like they gonna feel some kind of way about it.
But Joy, how about when they say, "I apologize for how I said it, but I meant what I said."
Dude, I'm dear. I'm so glad you said that.
I mean what I said. I say what I mean. Yeah.
I am so glad you said that. Okay, and this doesn't. In that situation, that's not just from a woman-man perspective. If you got friends or whatever, okay, y'all had an argument, and that I'm telling you that happened to me. It's like, okay, I'm man enough. I say, hey man, on my part of this situation, I apologize. Well, I'm not sorry for what I said. I'm just sorry for the way I said it. That's bullshit. Get out of here with that.
No, because sometimes some things have to be said, and you're not trying to offend the person.
That's not an apology.
No. It is an apology. I wasn't trying to offend you, but I needed to tell you this.
It's not an apology.
Hey, but
you ain't sorry.
Hey, I'm one of them people, and Dia tell you, I don't care how I said it to you. If the message came through clear, if we got 1 + 1 = 2, it don't matter how we got there.
It is
there. I can respect that. That. Okay, but don't say, oh, I'm sorry, but
I'm sorry,
the way I said it. Yeah. I'm sorry for what I said. Whatever. Yeah. I'm mad now. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry for what I said. I'm just sorry for the way I said it. Just leave it. If you said it, you said it.
It's like a half-step apology.
Yeah, it's not even an apology. I'm sorry.
It's not an apology. You just said how you said it.
Yeah, you said it. Cool. Stand by what you said. All right. Don't say, oh, I'm sorry, because that makes it right there. You took it and made it worse. Now to me.
What if somebody said, I'm sorry for what I'm sorry for yelling at you, but I'm not sorry for what I said.
It's
still the same thing.
Pretty much the same thing. It's the way I said it.
All right.
Just hey, look, keep that same energy. Keep that same
energy. Hey, you got to at the end of the day. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna do it this way one day, I'm gonna do it this way. It's either like honestly go hard or go home, or just be reasonable.
Keep that same damn energy. Larry said we don't be rude, y'all. Speak. All right, Larry. Hello. Man, we saw you.
Hey, Larry. What's going on? Happy belated birthday, Larry.
We saw you, bro. It's all good. Hey, man, I want to show this video real quick. Is a woman that tells you they don't want a relationship wrong when everything that you guys do is relationship oriented. Y'all check this video out.
There needs to be a level of accountability for the person that knows it too. Because it doesn't just every time I link up with you, you tell me now, you know before I give you this, I don't love you. Now you know before I give you this, I don't really want to be with you. It don't be like that. You make me more comfortable. You telling me more things. And so in my mind, I do feel like
you still lied to yourself. You lying to yourself.
I don't know. I'm saying
he told you
need to be
accountable. He told you he don't want with you like
that.
No.
Hold on, time out. You told me that you weren't looking for a relationship day 3 that I met you. But everything since then was relationship oriented. We were having sex, we were intimate. You spent the night over my house. You giving my kids fruit snacks and everything.
I met your mama and your granny on the couch.
Here's my issue. Whenever you go down to service him, he don't say, hey, baby, hold on, I ain't looking for a relationship. He don't say it then, do he? Whenever it's time for you to make sacrifices to him, he don't be like, hey, baby, I ain't looking for a relationship before you do that. Hold on. Before you drop all your other options and be exclusive to him, he don't say, stop that, because I ain't looking for a relationship. But the very moment where this relationship is inconvenient for him,
now it's not a relationship.
What I'm saying is, you got to keep the same energy. If you're not keeping the same energy, you're causing confusion.
Now what?
Straight consistency. That's what you need.
Yep.
How many times have you, and I've done this, all right, and the result's not good. You tell a woman before y'all do anything, you know, because look, understand, I ain't living in a relationship. We can smash, right? But I'm not looking for no relationship right now. Okay. And it be you put your best work in, boy. You put the man in the back, be like this.
All right, Greg.
But it's a lot of guys out there too, Greg. There's a lot of guys out there too. The girls tell me, hey, look, I don't want a relationship. I'm gonna let you hit, but I don't want a relationship. Now you see them out there trying to beat them up and all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's what I said. It goes both ways, and it's like if they tell you up front, you're the fool.
That's you tell me up front, that's a pass. Hey, I ain't got to work hard no more. Hey, we just friends with benefits.
I think, man, it's a sham either way. Let's be honest, because let me tell you something. If somebody don't want a relationship, me and a woman, if y'all still gonna do stuff, relationship stuff, like y'all going to the park, y'all going to the movies, y'all going on dates, y'all meeting each other family, but you're not saying you're in a relationship, that's a relationship without a title. That's exactly what
the family
that's
piece. Hey, don't bring the family in. I feel don't bring the family in, but hey, me going out to eat with you, I go out to eat with a friend, with a meal.
I see what you're saying, but at the point, see, and dudes, we can't play at the point where it gets a clapping cheeks. At the point where it gets intimate, it's like, yo, you can't say, I don't give a damn what was said in the beginning. At the moment where it gets intimate, because somebody who wants to just hang out but doesn't want a relationship, you just want to be my friend. Because the moment that I sleep with you, we intimate now. You know what I'm saying? We here now.
You're changing DNA.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a whole different level.
That's what. Come on,
Greg.
Yeah, ain't no way. Because how many women y'all have slept with and said, "Oh well, I don't really want to be with her." She said she don't want a relationship, but nah, she after you.
Oh,
exactly.
That happens. That's happened. It happened both ways, though. It happened.
So you can't believe them when they say they don't want no relationship. For me and old woman, like you can't believe that.
I mean, everything just
when women start getting intimate, there are a lot of emotions involved.
Exactly.
Yeah, but again, and no, I'm just saying. I know for a lot of men, it's strictly physical.
Exactly.
Not always. Come on now.
I didn't say always. I don't put
majority of the time, though.
It's 90% of the time.
So when women are being intimate, a lot of women are like, "Oh, this means he really cares for me," and then those emotions start and the feelings almost start getting into it.
Yep, validation.
But I tell women all the time that it's stupid if the man told you up front.
Glenna says it's immature to her. Be an adult or stop being afraid. Hey, Fayetta says, I think it's related to the other question. How about, I'm sorry I hurt you, and you've given me a lot to think about. Let's talk about this later after I've had time to digest it all. He gives the apology your partner needs in that moment and acknowledges their hurt. Anything you say after sorry makes the apology about more than that person in that moment. Is that really an apology? Thank you, honey. Appreciate it. That's actually Fayetta is actually my ex-wife, all right. And one of the best people in the world. I'm saying that because I truly feel that even though we are not together, she understands me. She really does. Ask me why we're not together though. It's my fault. All right. Nicole says, what does that mean when a guy says he likes being your best friend and he liked the way things are and they still want to have a relations with you, but you have feelings for them and you're telling the person, hey, I want to be with you, but they keep saying they like starting over things fresh with you. That's the same thing, okay?
Stop having the relations.
He just want to smash. If you give it to him,
take that out of
put
the
yourself in that
equation
situation.
and see if they feel the same way.
Go ahead. You were saying something, D? Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like if a woman give once they give the box to the guy, you did that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know what he wanted coming in, so don't get a box up. Then then you may get a relationship.
And that's why I say be transparent at the beginning of all of this stuff. Y'all gotta there's the attraction of course is gonna be, I guess it's sexual attraction in the first place. All right. So you guys coming to the table, it's time to get the and you know, you can also gauge what you're gonna do on the hotel that you take it to. All right. Okay. It's gonna be the Motel 6, all right. But I'm like, hey, tell them up front, have a communication, say, like, look, we can go to dinner and understand with this dinner. I told you, Marcella, I'm gonna say it again. With this
not the dinner, wrong side.
Yes. You got two sides to this menu on this dinner. You got that side where it's okay, it's reasonable, okay, and that means that hey, we're gonna eat, we're gonna have a great time, we're gonna have a conversation, and I'll take you home, and I'll see you again, maybe. Or you gonna order from that ridiculous side of the menu that's $100 something a plate, $200 something a plate. Then somebody between you and me, or your mom, or your cousin, or your auntie, or somebody, we doing it, okay? Because you order from that side, we doing it. Something get ready to go down. All right, for real. You gotta have that plate. Go ahead, D. I'm sorry.
I said you gotta pay for that plate, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, hey, but some guys think like that. If I buy you dinner, hey, it's set's going down. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, the average guy, if a guy really just want to smash and you give him, you telling him, hey, look, I want a relationship, and you ain't giving it up until we be in a relationship, 9 times out of 10, that guy gonna leave. Yeah, we're not gonna stick around just to wait on the box. You know what I'm saying? And especially that's all we want. So,
and that's what I mean. You're being truthful.
I'd like to ask a question, D and Jordan. Can I get a ballpark of your ages, please?
Just asking their ages.
I'm in the 40 club.
40, Jordan.
I'm 28. I'll be 29 next year.
Okay.
What's the problem, Marcel?
No, I was just no, it's no problem. I was just curious because the answers that they're giving, I just want to see, because I know your age, and I'm just want to see the
maturity.
I'm trying to say from the different perspectives of different people of the ages.
Okay,
so we have a nice little group here.
For the whole dating thing, man, going out now, and I'm one of those people who, I if I go out, I'm gonna pay for everything. I'm gonna make sure everything is taken care of. But I think now, I think women never really understood how much work a man had to do to take them on a date, because with inflation now, and I think the average dude's salary is like 40-some thousand, maybe 38,000. Average woman's salary maybe 35,000, and let's say people making upwards like 50,000 a year. Just having disposable income to take somebody on a date is very, very lucky to do now, especially in this economy. And I think that women kind of expect chivalry from dudes, and dudes don't mind being chivalrous as long as they benefited from it. Because at the point where if you taking this shorty out and she done ordered $300 worth of food, you kind of expecting to do something because it's transactional, because you gotta pay this $300 bill and you may only have $500 in your bank account. But at the risk of not wanting to be embarrassed, well, actually, not dudes is just walking away from shit like this sometimes.
Right.
But to not be embarrassed, most of the time, a dude is gonna pay that. Even if he got money, even if he don't got money, he gonna pay that, but he's gonna expect something in return.
Especially when it's that situation, though. Especially when it's that situation. Look, I'm doing something that I really can't really do. All right, so cheeks.
Yeah, but that only exists because women have been giving up cheeks for, you know what I'm saying? It's proven to be successful. That's the only way dudes do it.
What, Marcy? What?
Go ahead.
Pardon me?
What?
So, question, okay, because I'm a little bit older than you two. So, do you think that you should share some type of information like that with the woman before? Do you think that is not cool to not, kind of share, let her know, hey, not like Greg, you can't get from this side of the menu, but just, or even just take them somewhere where you can afford.
Yeah,
So,
but
McDonald's?
Hey, I think you're right. Bottom line is you can choose from like a cheaper spot. Like you can go have a coffee date, or you can go have like something cheap, a movie date, or walk in the park, or whatever the case may be. But I think that being that frank about it, especially from a dude's perspective, like if a dude just said, well, because a dude is really probably going to dinner because he wants to smash. And I'm not saying this is all the time, but it's kind of like fishing. You got to put bait on the hook. That's what a dude is after. So that's like a dude approaching a woman direct and saying, "Hey, I just want to sleep with you." To say, "Hey, I want to take you on a date to sleep with you." It's like the same thing. It's kind of rude. Some women will go for it, but most women probably will disqualify you if you walk up to them and say, "Hey, I would like to sleep with you."
So what you're saying, so the women should automatically assume that, okay, you're taking her out to dinner and she's going to have to give it up. You expect her to give it up?
No, nobody said.
Nah, it's not an expectation, but I think that in our culture, and because you're a little older and I don't want to discount that, but in our culture, it's kind of become normalized, not necessarily for the dudes, but before the women, because again, if it's that easy, it's proven to be successful. Other dudes can only expect to get the same results because that's what they're looking for.
Wow.
Ooh,
okay. Fayetta said it sounds crazy. All right. Honey.
I mean, that's like if I told you we going over to this fishing spot and I always catch a fish over here, you would go to the fishing spot, right?
I guess.
Yeah. So let's move on, y'all, because I know I'm gonna catch some heat for saying some of this question. But it's cool. It's cool. That's what we're here for. We're here to talk about things that everybody really don't talk about in their normal conversations, which is exactly what they do on the D Stark Show. I'm telling y'all, check them out. Go to Spotify, check them out.
I'm gonna check it out. Yeah.
Is there a difference between forgiveness and giving someone a second chance? Let's check out this video.
Do you think that there's a difference between forgiving a person and giving a person a second chance?
Forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. Forgiveness is simply acknowledgement. That's what it is. I'm acknowledging that there was some type of wrongdoing that has impacted me in a negative way, but that does not mean that I need to connect with you again, because that's where the accountability of self starts to come in, because now that I can acknowledge that you have done something to negatively impact me, and I can accept the fact that this is what has happened, now it is my responsibility to create some type of resolve in my life. And so that means that in order for me to avoid this happening again, I'm not going to connect with you again. I don't have to give you a second chance. God can give you that. No offense, because I'm a Christian, so I know some of y'all like, hold on, wait a minute. No, because that's what the problem is. So many of us are taught that we have to forgive and let somebody back into our life. No, I'm releasing this from my heart. I can still love you, but I can't deal with you, and you can't have that access to me anymore.
Yeah.
I have nothing but I can agree with that.
Yeah,
I 100% agree with that. Second chances, Why would I give you another chance to do the same thing you did to me the first time?
Mm-hmm.
No. It's just like going backwards. I can't do it.
I forgive you, but that doesn't mean that I have to take you back.
Right.
I don't mean I have to let you back in life to do the same thing over again. I don't want to repeat that same pattern, that same action.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
So another one of those questions, we're going to piggyback off of that one if we're done with that one. If it's something that's minor, who do you think should be the person to say, let's move forward? The person who's forgiving or the person who needs forgiveness?
Well, it depends on what you call minor. I mean, you know, what's minor to you may be to somebody else.
If it's something giving you a second chance, if it's something, you know, whereas you're not going to give them a second chance, you know, normally that's something that's, you know, big or whatever. But if it's something, let's say they said something maybe to hurt your feelings, or they weren't there for you for something, you know, but it's something that you can forgive.
But again,
let's say you forgot the wedding anniversary. Let's say the dudes forgot the wedding anniversary, big plans, you messed it up. That's something that you can forgive, like one of those type of situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who do you think should be the one who says, let's go ahead and move forward? The one who forgot the wedding anniversary or the other one?
The other one.
Like,
it got to be the other one. And I'm gonna tell you, because self-guilt will eat you alive. Mm-hmm. But if you gonna constantly be reminded about a problem,
that's crazy.
that there was a problem a long time ago and this person supposedly forgave you, that's a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a waste of time. So the person who's doing the forgiving has to be more willing to work things out versus the person who did the crime. And it's only because if they forgive them, they have to tell themselves, I can't be bringing this up every single day, every single time when something goes bad.
Yeah, because that's not forgiving.
That's not.
And something I hate to hear, I forgive you, but I will never forget it. You know, when you're saying that, you know, to me, that's a lot of people use that so they can bring it back up later.
Of course.
Right. Yeah. Because when you get the best of them, they're going to bring that up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Have nothing to do with it, but you remember back then when 10 years ago when you did this, and like, okay, what does that have to do with today or what we're doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's crazy. And we're going to go over a little bit from the 8 o'clock point because we started a little bit late. So just so everybody knows. And we got Mr. Jordan Reeves and D Starks on here from D Starks podcast, man. Y'all got to go check this out. All right. I was on there, and I'm not saying that because I was on there. Before I was on there, I checked it out. They have great conversations. They have a lot of good things to say. They argue too.
Yeah.
Most.
You know, it's a show where they agree to disagree. It's like we do here at DopelivenTV Live. All right. I told them they got to get visual, y'all. People need to see them when they're arguing. Yeah. So, but it's a man show that needs to be there. They need you guys really need to support the show and get it to where it needs to be. All right, all over the country. Let's get it. All right. Nicole says, I get stuff thrown in my face. It's hard working things out with someone to keep throwing it in the person's face. Absolutely.
Exactly.
You gotta let it go.
Gotta let it go, man.
It's kind of like if you set a person by from cheating. You never forgot about that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep throwing it back up. Every time you think that person gone too long, you're gonna think they're out there cheating. And me personally, if a person ever cheats, that relationship over with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like that too.
You know, it's a done deal.
Yeah.
I can say, okay. I'm saying you can apologize, but hey, they don't change the fact that you went out there and cheated.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to get
someone, you know, forgive them. Don't keep bringing it up. You know, to me, that's like a small infection that keeps growing and growing. And people don't realize when you have all that unforgiveness in yourself, that harms you physically more than it's harming that other person.
Okay, let me get this last video in real quick. Who should create the plan for going forward? The forgiver or the person needing forgiveness? Which is what we've been talking about. Y'all check this out.
I feel like it's a double slap to the face, right? Because you've been wrong. I forgave you, so that's already me extending that grace to you. And then you wrong me again, right?
I believe because sometimes the person that's been transgressed against don't come with the tangible plan of what you want this other person to do. What I mean is, you say fix this, but you don't give the steps. You don't have the new boundaries.
Well,
you don't
just like you came up with the steps on how to fuck it up, come up with the steps on how to fucking fix it.
But see,
nah, that's fair, Ace, because you don't know how you want your trust gained back.
Walk around New York and give me a cheesecake. Oh God, like.
So that already just proved to you that he don't know what to do with your heart. You say, "Hunt, take it again and figure it out." This is what's no. Hear me out. You're asking the person that's actively hurting you, that actively dared you wrong, to now be the person to heal and fix you without you giving some type of instruction. And if you feel like you too good to give instruction, then you might not need to be in that relationship.
I don't think it's too good. I think you don't necessarily know where to start from there.
I'm saying that's my point exactly. You don't know, so how you expect this to know? And then this is why people get into these cycles.
Communication.
Hey.
That's how you go, okay, fine, we get into this argument. I'm sorry. I apologize, all right? What can I do to make it better? I don't know, all right? If you don't tell me or give me at least a hint, then it's probably a given. I'm going to do it again, all right? I'm just saying we're not perfect.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Greg, I think when they get to that point, when they be like, I don't know how you can fix it, I think they're really done with the relationship.
It's over.
You know
Yeah, you're right.
So it's really nothing you can do because I'm really done. Yeah.
No, I'll feel you on that one for real. And go ahead, Jordan.
Cheating is pretty bad because that be one of the biggest problems. Like cheating is terrible. You know what I'm saying? And some people could look past it, depending on how deep you are in your relationship. Maybe you could look past it. I remember Deeg posed the question to me. He said, Jordan, let's say you've been with your old lady 20 years and you found out she cheated on you. Like, what's going to happen? And I said, that's a tough one. But I know me, it's going to eat me alive inside. I got to leave because it's going to cost me my sanity on a daily basis because men and women cheating is different to me, and that's another topic for a different show. But it's gonna cost me my sanity because I'm not gonna be able to put it to the back of my mind.
But y'all understand what I asked them, and I asked them. I said, "You in a 20-year relationship, and you find out after 20 years, y'all been together 20 years, and when y'all was 5 years in, this person cheated, but you didn't find out until 20 years later. Do you leave that person? Do you leave that person?" Yeah. And Jordan like he's out. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Now that's a little different than what Jordan said right there.
Yeah.
That was like, you said 5 years in, so that's like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And you guys have gotten tight, and and you have so much there at stake, especially if there are children involved. If there's a business involved.
I would say
a lot of that involved. You're
right.
That's a little different right there.
Come on, though. Come on. Let's
you're right.
Let's keep it
for
100.
For my sanity though, because I truly believe these things. Just learning through our life, if a woman gonna cheat on you, she don't respect you, and it's very difficult to be in a relationship with a woman who doesn't respect you. There's a lot
if she's changed in those 15 years, because that was 15 years ago. What if she's changed and you realize? She realized her mistake 15 years ago, and she's like, you know what? I didn't realize then what I really have in Jordan, and I made a mistake, and that's something I never want to do again. And she's kind of made up for it, but I guess it's not.
I guess my whole issue is one, why didn't you tell me about it then? You know what I'm saying? But because everything else forward of that is kind of built on a lie. Lying by omission is still lying. You see what I'm saying? So whether we got a good 15 years in it's based off a lie of me assuming what was your real character.
Jordan.
In my opinion, if they cheat on you once, they'll do it again.
But Jordan, that's an extra 15 years on top of that 5. Okay, so at that 5 years, she said nothing. She didn't say nothing. So,
and how did I find out about this?
Maybe the conscience came in for her and she said, well, look.
No, that 15-year-old child of you.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
No.
You realize that child is 15 years old.
It's funny that happened on our show.
Wait. This is the problem.
You just said something different there. So there's a movie, one of them Tyler Perry movies where it has Sanaa Lathan in it, and she
The Family That Prays.
There you go, The Family That Prays. All right.
Sanaa Lathan, she a baddie. That's my girl, man.
That's another story too. But at the end of that show, she finally told her husband after she got mad at him that that the money she was getting was from her man. And
man,
like, what?
That was dastardly, bro.
That was crazy.
I was like, oof.
Man.
Hey, now see, in that instance, and what did he do? I don't know if you saw the movie, Marcy, but what did he do? He slapped
he smacked her pretty hard. I'm trying
to think of the right word to say. Okay, but he slapped it out of her, whatever it was. He slapped her and she flew over the counter. Okay. And then he said, well, you can say this to me. What do what about our son? She said, that's the other dude's son. So
that's what I'm saying. So, bro, if we early ages and you willing to do me wrong, we ain't getting to them good times.
But to the other side of that, let me play devil's advocate on that. 5 years in, she cheated. 10 years go down the line, you find out, okay? You've already invested 10 more years into this, all right? So that indiscretion back then, you may be able to forgive, okay? Because you've already done this, okay? It happened a long time ago. A long time ago. No kids involved in that, but a long time ago. I mean, me personally, I give a pass on that one. I give her a pass on it. It happened. We're going to have a little problem for a second, but I ain't letting it go, because after that.
I mean, think about this. And the whole way that I see it, just after talking to shorties for a long time, and not even like a gang of shorties.
This dude, 28 years old, you talking about a long time. Come on, man.
Hey, listen.
You see me look up like.
Listen. I'm telling you the truth now, but. And you know what? It's crazy. I wish Kenyatta was on, because I know Kenyatta probably then came around to some of the perspectives I be trying to tell her. Because this be stuff that women be saying, not dudes. If a woman gonna step out on a man, this is from a woman. If a woman gonna step out on a man, she don't respect him. And
that's both ways though.
Yeah, you're right, 100%. But the whole thing about it is, I would say that it means more to a man when a woman steps out. It means significantly more. Number one. Why? Because like you stated earlier, women are more emotionally involved when it comes to being intimate. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just like, us smashing a shorty and dipping off. It's more emotion tied to it. So you emotionally tied yourself to another man. And you mean to tell me that now you ain't doing this no more? You haven't done this again?
So let me school you. Let me school you real quick. There are a lot of women out there now that think just like the men think.
Yeah.
All I want is to get my itch fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna do this. Also, if I can get money out of it. And there's no emotions to it anymore, because
a lot of
women, pardon me?
You said she get money out of it.
Yes, and some of them.
Oh, I smell a hoe.
Some of them looking for money, what they can get, and they feel that men have done this for years.
I smell a whore.
So now we can do it. Now, why is she a whore and not a man a whore for doing?
We're not asking for no money. You just said that she doing it.
And that's when they start some type of relationship. But it's not a relationship where they really want to be with the guy. It's for, okay, he's got money, so okay, I'm gonna get my bills paid. I'm gonna give him a little bit because I want to have sex as well. And if that's what I have to do. But I've heard in a lot of these podcasts, you shut up, Craig, you smell one up. But I've heard of women doing that because they're like, men have done it for years. Why can't we do it? We're out there, you know.
Nobody
and
is saying
some just
that.
want straight sex. They have the house, they have the car, they have the money, they have the business. And they're like, okay, I've done all of this for myself. I don't want to get tied up to a relationship. So, nice looking guy here, Mandingo, I'm gonna handle this. But I don't have to have a whole a whole relationship. I'll just go on about my business.
Okay.
And they just feel that they can do that.
All right, we got to get out of here, but I'm gonna let these guys say get their final word out. Jordan, you go ahead. It didn't necessarily be that question. It could be anything.
I wanted to answer that question because it's interesting. This sounds like a me and Kenyatta episode, maybe a couple of months ago. And you know, put it long story short, I think a lot of women have tricked themselves into thinking that they only want sex from a dude. They've been bamboozled into this lifestyle that says, you know, I can exchange sexuality for profit or to get ahead in life. And yes, you can do that, but respect kind of drops down at that point. So typically, like those people, like you were saying, getting paid for it, typically the only women who are able to just go out here and sport fuck or, you know, have sex as much as a man do are gonna be, you know, women that probably won't be able to have a successful relationship. And I think it eats them alive on the inside. And I think as us men, we don't do a lot of educating young women about what really is the downside of having too many sexual partners. And the same thing for dudes, the downside of having too many sexual partners, because after a while, just like with people who struggle with porn addictions, after a while, there's going to be some expectations that you have that this person is not going to be able to meet.
Good comment. Good thought.
It's just not. And we've let women go down this road where it's like we talked about the VMAs and how everybody was scantily dressed. We let our women have these outrageous role models who parade sexuality and nudity in the media, and we tell them that it's liberation, and it's not. But we benefit from it as men because the more scantily clad women walking around here, the more open ass that we got available. You know, for a lack of a better word, and that's the problem. You know, the women, nobody's saying that you can't, you know, be successful, be a businesswoman and just want to sleep with somebody on the side. That's your right to do. But I will argue that most women want genuine companionship and potentially a family at the end of the day.
Real cool. D, what you say?
Hi, well, I agree with you on that, Jordan, man. But I wanted to ask y'all a question. Do you believe in just happening?
In what?
If you're in a relationship and say you go over to a friend's house and it's a dude over there that you are attracted to, and y'all just happen to have sex, do you believe in it just happened?
Yeah.
How would you, Jordan? I'm cracking up.
Hey,
I've never been in that predicament.
It was a shoe in the middle of the floor. I tripped.
You tripped and fell on you.
With your clothes off.
It just happened.
Yeah, with your clothes off. Just have to have gloves.
As I tripped, shirts and pants and everything just started coming. It just happened. I don't believe in let me smell your balls. I mean, I don't believe in none of that stuff. Get out of here with all of that mess, man. You know, trust me. But go ahead, D. Give your thought, bro.
No, and that's the question I want to ask y'all, man. I really enjoyed being on this show with you all, man. Thank y'all for inviting us, man. We'd like to invite y'all again on our show, man. Greg, we got a lot of hits on that. People loved the show.
You don't want me on your show?
No, nobody wants you on.
Yeah, come on,
man. Absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, the girls would love that. You know what I'm saying,
honestly, it would be better to get and again, I don't want to discount
a more mature,
yeah, perspective.
Y'all calling me old?
No, I mean, listen, it's a privilege to get old though.
My ex-wife says y'all needed another woman on this show. We always do it, Faye. We appreciate you coming through, hanging out. You want to come on the show and you know what, Marcella, let's do it again tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay, cool. What's tomorrow?
Y'all want to come back, Jordan, D?
Hey, I'm always down for it.
I'm always free.
Follow through. We're gonna do it tomorrow with
Is
some
Payetta coming on as well?
Huh?
Yeah, we'll make
Payetta
sure you get
coming
a.
on?
Yeah, we gonna try to get
Kenyatta?
we're gonna try to get
Kenyatta?
Nakiva and Kenyatta on.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get them both. Faye,
I think that'll be real nice.
Oh yeah.
So we'll have a little mixture of age groups, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
Yep. Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, man. But she said we needed another woman on the show, man. I mean, it was a good conversation, Faye. But we encourage everybody, man.
It's
hang out.
That my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off, but they need another like a modern woman type of deal to understand, like, you know, what women supposedly really going through out here.
Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all, if Faye came on this show, I'm gonna shut up, okay? Because
what?
Number one, she knows me very well. Number two, that's a real woman. She gonna definitely say what she got to say, and she definitely it's definitely gonna hit hard.
Time out. That's a real woman. Now I'm getting offended. What you trying to say?
Yeah, what is you trying to say, Greg?
What I'm trying to say is this: the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily
Greg might not be on tomorrow. Okay.
Listen, I pray
Greg
for
might
you.
not be on
I'll
tomorrow.
be here. They said I'm saying.
I know,
all
Fayette.
know
I'm just
some of the
messing with
stuff.
you. But
She
but
said-
that one right there, and you I've known this man over 50 years. Okay, so
She says, I'm saying you outnumbered, and some of the stuff the guy said was crazy.
a lot of it, yeah.
Just an opinion. It's just an opinion. We're giving.
Hey, I can't wait for them to listen to our show then.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Well, man, tell everybody how to get to your show, man.
Man, check us out at D Stark Show on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and it's another one I miss. iHeart. How could I miss iHeart? iHeartRadio, D Stark Show. Check out our latest episodes. We coming up on 100. You'll really like it. We about to get on YouTube. We doing face to face tonight, so we might start shooting our show face to face, so y'all can see who really out here.
Yeah,
snapping.
People want to see when people saying something stupid and the look on their face. People want to see that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, check us out.
Makes
man.
good television. All right, these guys are. I'm telling you, it was one of the. I've been talked to before, but I had a conversation with these guys. It was a great conversation, and I'm telling you, you all can go on their podcast and see and listen to what we talked about as well. So I had a great time with them, and hopefully they had a great time with us. And they'll be back. They will be back tomorrow. I'll shoot you guys that link tomorrow.
Yes.
And we got more questions. It's gonna be a little bit different tomorrow, guys.
Okay.
It's Dope Living TV Live, man. We will see you guys with that crap tomorrow. For real.
Greg is scared. That's funny.
I ain't scared. I ain't worried about it.
You are scared.
I'm never scared, man.
Scared.
I ain't never scared.
I can't wait.
Ooh, I can't either.
Right.
Ooh,
I can't
haven't
wait.
met Faye yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
We're gonna make it happen. All right. Dope Living TV Live. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
All right.